Your exam week has started, and of course, social media is going to be there. All those disturbances are going to be there. So, what you need to really do is maybe use something here and there in the day, but try not to use screens as early as 3 hours before you go to sleep, or maybe 2 hours. 2 hours is enough. So, no screen 2 hours before you need to go to sleep. So, let's say, for example, if I need to go to sleep at 11 p.m., I'll keep my cell phone aside. I won't look at it. I'll set my alarms, whatever I need to. I'll message everyone that I need to. All right. I'll put it aside. And then I won't look at a screen for the next 2 hours, all the way to when I go to sleep. All right. So, again, everyone knows the blue screen disturbs your sleep cycle, serotonin and melatonin cycles, and all of that stuff. I'm not exactly too read up on that, but again, I know for a fact that your screens emit a lot of blue light, which messes with your sleep cycle. Not exactly sure which hormone it is. I'm pretty sure that it increases the level of serotonin, which wakes you up. But again, don't take my word on that. Um, but at the same time, maybe you need to use your screen to study, so print your materials if need be, stuff like that. Use paper material if you have to. Read books or something like that right before you go to sleep. So manage everything screen based right before 2 hours before you go to sleep. All right, you need to manage that. That's going to help you get some effective sleep. Even if you, let's say, for example, sleep for 4 or 5 hours, if you haven't looked at a screen, that sleep, that amount of sleep is going to be very effective. So the night before your exam, what you need to make sure is that you've packed everything. All right. You don't want to be in a hurry in the morning, because if you are in a rush in the morning, you're not going to be in the right state of mind to appear for an exam. So make sure that you've packed everything. You don't have to go looking for anything in the morning, so that you are relaxed in the morning. All right. Waking up relaxed and then going all the way to your examination center in a relaxed manner is going to affect how your performance is going to be in the actual exam. And so essentially, once you are relaxed in the morning, you should also wake yourself early enough to have a good relaxed breakfast. I'm pretty sure that everyone's had that feeling of having a good breakfast and then feeling really very good. A good breakfast makes you feel very good, very relaxed, very comfortable. All right, so you need to have that. So let's say, for example, if my reporting time at my examination center is 8 a.m. in the morning, I'll wake myself up at maybe 6:30 or 6 p.m. And I'll go make myself a good breakfast. I'll have a lot of I'll maybe take a cup of tea or something along with it. Nowadays I don't, but again, I'll talk about that as well. So I'll get good breakfast. I'll spare around half an hour's before I need to go get ready for my exam. I'll take that half an hour, relax, not do anything, look outside in the window, just relax, look at the nature. All right. And I'll have my breakfast, and then eventually I'll get up and get ready. That way, my morning is relaxed. I don't have to rush anything. I don't have to look for anything. I'm not missing anything. All right. So then what do you do with your caffeine drink? All right, so tea or coffee, whatever you want. What you should do is you shouldn't take a lot of caffeine in one go, because if you take a lot of caffeine in one go, it gets you high in a sense that it wakes you up. All right, but then 1 hour, 2 hours after, the amount of caffeine in your system starts going down, and you start to have a sort of a crash. All right, so again, not a good idea on the exam day, not a good idea to have a lot of caffeine in the morning, like a cup or 2 cups of coffee or tea. Not a good idea. What you should do is you should take a tumbler or a container in which, or a hot and cold container, you put your coffee or your tea, like a good amount, twice the amount that you normally have, and then take sips. That's going to keep a balanced level of caffeine, so you don't feel anxious, neither you're lethargic or lazy. It keeps the caffeine at a good level, and you can keep that going on for the next 4 or 5 hours, because it's a hot and cold container, right? It's going to keep your drink relatively hot. Okay. So again, my suggestion to you would be, don't take a cup or 2 cups of tea or coffee right in the morning with breakfast. Put it in a container and try taking sips, so that you manage your caffeine level relatively stable. All right. Likewise, when you're going or when you're on your way to the examination center, is it a good idea to study anything? I wouldn't say that it's a good idea to study anything, but it's a good idea to overview stuff. All right. So let's say, for example, you've made yourself a bunch of notes where you have all your definitions or your formulas, if it applies, or short notes, essentially. You don't have to go through a detail. You maybe have half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour maybe on the way to your examination center. So what you should do is you should go through those pointers only. So, all right. So the basic things that you know about your course, you should go through that. Make sure that you remember each and everything. A lot of people forget definitions, formulas. So going over those right on your way to the examination center is a good idea because those are fresh in your mind. A lot of people take water with them, right? So a lot of people have the habit of drinking a lot of water at once. So let's say, for example, maybe you have 2 hour session, a 2 hour exam, not session, an exam, a 2 hour exam. The problem with that is it's gonna cause you to go to the bathroom, right? So again, you don't want to risk that. So if you are taking water with yourselves, again, this is something that people might feel it's awkward or childish, maybe. But again, this is true. That if you gulp in a lot of water in the morning and even on your way to the center or something like that, it's gonna cause you to lose precious time when you're during your exam because you have to go visit the bathroom. All right. So essentially, if you are taking water with you, take care. That's all right. If you want to take water with you, please do that. But then don't gulp down water. Take sips, enough to keep your throat comfortable and hydrated. All right. Don't take a lot of water. Maybe a glass in the morning, and then take sips to keep yourself comfortable and hydrated. And most importantly, you should offer your prayers. You should pray for yourself. You should pray for others. And I need prayers the most. All right. So you should pray for me as well. So good luck with your examinations, kids. I know that a lot of you are giving your examinations, O and A levels examinations this week and the coming month, if I'm not wrong. So with that, inshallah, I'll see you in the next one. Bars out.